Hey everybody from YouTube, wanted to do a review today on the M1A1 Socom edition semi-automatic rifle. Right, I got one of these before the hunting season started, and I absolutely love it. Wanted to do a quick review for you. So a couple of things with this. You know, there are this is basically the traditional M1A1. Right, but this is really designed for tactical type situations, right? This has got a much shorter barrel. It's got a 16-inch barrel, designed for really those tactical type, shorter range type situations. Now, you'll find reviews on this particular rifle that are by collectors and so forth, and they'll tell you about pros and cons from a holistic perspective. But look, every weapon out there, as you guys probably know, is purpose-built for a reason, right? Even the ammunition is purpose-built for a reason. This is purpose-built for, like I said, tactical type situations. And for me, it's like two things. One is you can use this for home defense, but if your neighborhood's that bad, you might want to move. But God help anybody who breaks into your house when you have one of these. Second is for hunting, right? So I purposely got this for deer hunting. A lot of times we will run dogs later in the season, and a lot of times I'll have running shots at deer. They're 80, 90, 100 plus yards out, and this makes a world of difference in terms of your ability to take down a deer at those ranges that are running. You know, also if you're out hunting and you like to stalk, right? So let's say you're slowly moving through the woods. A lot of times you'll bounce a deer, as you'll know, and maybe that deer is going to stand still. A lot of times it probably isn't. And once again, you're going to have a running shot. Now, the one item that I added to this that makes it even more effective is this Venom red dot sight on here, right? Many of you are familiar with the red dot sight, and I tell you what it allows you to do, right? So traditional hunting rifles, you have a scope on it, right? And when you have a running deer, it can be challenging to try to get that deer in the area of that scope, right? Many of you probably know this, right? So it makes it a bit challenging. Plus, if you have one eye closed, you know, your peripheral vision is limited. Now, with the red dot sight, with this kind of weapon, you can actually get the gun up really fast, keep both eyes open, right? And you're able to basically track that deer and have your peripheral vision full, right, on the area around that deer, and then also you can put that dot right where you want it, right? And then obviously it's semi-automatic, so if you mess it up the first time, you can readjust, take another shot very quickly, right? And with a bolt action rifle or a pump type rifle, you're not going to be able to do that, right? So it definitely gives you a distinct advantage. Now let's talk about the actual rifle itself, right? So it's chambered in 308 or 7.62. Just like the traditional M1s. It's got a muzzle brake on it, which is nice, which allows you to reduce the recoil. This is very, very smooth to shoot. I took it out to the range, and it is absolutely a joy to shoot. It's not punishing in terms of recoil, which I absolutely love. As far as actually maintaining this from a cleaning perspective, the Springfield Armory will tell you not to fully disassemble this, right? So there's a lot of videos out there where guys are like fully disassembling this and scrubbing everything. They actually advise you in the owner's manual not to do that. And the reason is it takes away from the accuracy over time, apparently. So very minimal maintenance, just basically cleaning the barrel, cleaning the breech, the breech area here. And that's pretty much it. And a very, very light coat of oil tops. Now, there is one thing that's kind of wacky with this, and that is there is a gas piston here, right? So this is a gas piston, right, where the gases get trapped up to allow it to load the next round. This is supposed to come off, right? So you can clean it. And there are special tools that you can buy to do that. One to hold the barrel, and the other one actually to turn the bolt itself, right? I can tell you what, you have to be King Kong to get that off, right? And I was actually checking some of the blogs, and a lot of people were complaining about how hard this is to get off. And so Springfield actually recommends about shooting 500 rounds through this to heat it up, and then it should be a little bit easier to get off. So I'm not quite at 500 rounds yet, but I'm looking forward to that. So that's probably the one thing that I found a little bit a little bit challenging here was getting this piston bolt off. But other than that, it's really easy to maintain. The other thing I'll tell you about this is if you are going to use it for hunting, right, I would highly advise you to get a set of earplugs or hearing protection, because I had a deer come out and I shot 5 times at a running deer over 100 yards. And it was great, but the bad part about it was my right ear was ringing for probably about 2 weeks, right? And then the reason is this barrel is so short, right? So you're just getting absolutely blasted with those sound waves. And there's, I don't have a scope on here. There's nothing blocking those sound waves from hitting me. So wear hearing protection if you're out in the field. There's a lot of great hearing protection options out there for hunters these days. But I can tell you that this is it's a really kind of mean looking rifle. It's fun to take to the range and shoot, and it does have a lot of practicality out there in the field. Now, I would not use this hunting from a stand, right? So you're up in your tree stand, you're waiting, putting your time in, waiting for the deer to walk out. I would not use this hunting from a stand, and not because of any range limitations. Like I'm seeing guys shoot this thing 300-400 yards and putting it on target. The reason I wouldn't use it is simply because most of my shots are going to be 100 yards or less, and getting the safety off, no matter how hard you try right here, if you can see this safety, big giant click, right? So even if you try to slow it down, you get this big giant click. And I can tell you from hunting all these years, that big giant click is not going to do you any favors. Sitting up in a tree stand and you got the big buck 50, 70 yards in front of you, believe you me, as soon as you make that noise, the jig is up, and you know what I mean by that. So other than that, for running deer or stalking in the woods, it is an awesome choice. And I love the investment I made in this weapon. So anyways, hope you found it informative. If you like it, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.